Good day everybody. In today's video I will show you the model I've been taking these last weeks. Okay, you were all asking me in my DMs for the model, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been gatekeeping it for some time. Was waiting for you guys to have enough ICT knowledge before me releasing it to you. Okay, this is the model a lot of good ICT traders are still gatekeeping, okay, but you know, I'm not about the gatekeeping and everything, so I'll just release the source for you today, guys. So in today's video, it's gonna be a game changer for your trading, guys. So I really want you to grab your notes and really pay attention in this video, okay? All right. Before starting, I want to talk to you about the crazy promotion that Take Profit did. Okay, so using my code Diogenes, you get 30% off lifetime, and there is no activation fee for the account. So you know that I love Take Profit Trader now, and they are my best prop for now because they just give you the possibility of taking payouts every day. So for me, guys, this is a no-brainer. This is the accounts you should all be buying, okay? Right. There is another promotions with Woolnox and Tradify and the other firms that you will find in my link, and it's usually in the first pinned comment. And if you want to join the free Discord, the link is in that Linktree link as well, okay? So without further ado, let's start the video. Okay, so I will call it the market open beasting model because it's a beasting model that happens at market open. Okay, so with this model you want to wait for an SMT after 9:30. Okay, SMTs before 9:30s will be fake. Okay, because if you go to the regular trading hours, everything before 9:30 is not there. Okay, so this is the philosophy of why I put this here. Okay, so you want to wait for market to open, right? And you're watching. It will create a high if we are bearish for the day. Okay, it will create a high and then it will run it. Okay, so let's just say Nasdaq will run that high. ES will not run it, okay? And then, depending on your level, as I wrote here, you will take an entry depending on the internal dynamics, okay? So, the most advanced of you, we are here, SMT, okay? So this is SMT, so it means that ES printed this, okay? This is what I mean by SMT, okay? So this is SMT, right? Now, the turtle soup entry will be given on the pair that takes the high, okay? So if you are advanced, and I don't think this is a good idea even for the advanced traders because this can cook you, okay? Or cook your account, especially with the volatility we've been having these last days, all right? So one candle can have like 40 or 50 points, all right? So this is not for the new traders, okay? So the turtle soup entry is your first entry, okay? Then you will usually have an FVG in this top hand leg, okay? The moment we close under, and this is what I teach you guys in the beasting model, all right? The moment we close under that one fair value gap, if you have more than two or more than one, you go to a higher time frame to find a leg with one fair value gap, all right? So if you find more than one, just don't take it, okay? Because it will be, it can play with you again. It can stop hunt again, then move, right? Or you wait for your change in the state of delivery, right? And I am waiting for the change in state of delivery, right? So the change in state of delivery is the price closing under the up closing candle that will make this low, right? And I will show you guys it after, all right? So just a close under the last open here, or you are really conservative and you wait for a breaker or a candle to close totally under this low, right? So the first entry is turtle soup, the second entry is IFVG, the third entry is the CISD, the fourth entry is breaker and unicorn. And if you want my point of view, the more we advance in the internal dynamics entry, the more the odds are with us, okay? So the breaker is the highest probability entry of all. But as you guessed, it will have the least RR, okay? So the turtle soup guys will have a crazy trade like this, okay? Right? And they will, your entry will be their take profit, right? They already made their 3R, okay? The IFVG traders will have this entry. Cool. And they can take profit as well, depending on the FVG, or they will take profit sooner than the guys that will take the breaker and or CSD, okay? So this is our trade, right? So the target is 2 to 1, okay? So having this risk management system, right? Risking the same amount of money every trade, right? You only need 40% win rate to be profitable, okay? So you should be doing something really bad for you to get 40%, okay? All right. So this is Wednesday, and this is a trade I actually took, okay? Now, let's bring ES as well in here, okay? And YM. Now, something I forgot to talk about is that the SMT with ES is higher probability than the SMT with YM. As I always sell or tell the guys that I coach sometimes, take what YM is doing with a grain of salt, because sometimes the SMT is just a fake out. But when you see SMT with ES and YM, man, you're in for some money, okay? So this is before market open, right? And this is a trade this is a scalp I took, okay? So this is a SMT, right? So if you look closely, Nasdaq made the failure swing, right? ES took that high, okay? Now, the turtle soup entry is entering at this wick, okay? As soon as this candle close, you wait for this order block entry, right? But in this time, the turtle soup entry is the CISD entry as well, because this is our CISD. So the close under this body here is our CISD. But to be honest, that's lower time frame CISD, because this is not a high. So this is a high, this is the stop hunt leg, and this is our CISD, to be honest, right? So this is our CISD, and the moment we close under this, I'm sorry because I'm saying something wrong here. So the moment we close under this candle, right, you sell the next candle, okay? Don't sell before the candle totally closes, because sometimes they fake you out, right? So in here, so this is a down candle at first that was here, and then they wicked and they started going up. So wait for this close, okay? You wait for this close and you sell aggressively. You cover the high that did the SMT, and you go for a 2 to 1. Okay, so at first this was my trade. Okay, this was a scalp, but then when I saw that price here, I realized that price is not yet, it's not yet New York, you know, and I saw this formation happening in here, and I saw this FVG, and I knew that they will inverse it to go hunt the fake SMT that happened before market. But so this is not a trade I want you guys to take, but I just try to explain the entry model. Okay, so if you go to my Twitter, you will find the execution of this trade and the execution of the trade after as well. Okay, so market is not open yet. Okay, now look at this. Okay, now market opened, right? 9:30, right? And if you look, and I think this day, did we have some news at 10? No. Good. So if you watch closely, we had this low, right? Price never took. Okay, so we have this SMT. Okay, but you need it to be very fast. Okay, so this is our change in state of delivery. We don't have an FVG in this leg. Okay, so this is our change in state of delivery, right? The moment we close this candle, right, you take the trade. Okay, for 2 hours, right? But if you can look closely here, the day we are actually bearish. Okay, why? Because if you go to the daily chart, okay, we were in a daily bearish fair value gap. Okay, so we were looking, and order flow has been bearish. Okay, so we are normally looking for a bearish setup. Okay, so if you took this setup, you could have taken some points, right? And I remember it gave like 40 points or more, right? But let's wait. Okay, so we have this. Okay, and we are closely watching what's happening. Okay, all right, so if you took this trade, okay, and you see another SMT happening against you, all right, you better go out of this first trade, right? Because this is just a pre-market manipulation trade, and most of the trades will happen like after 9:45 to 10:10. Okay, now the macro. Okay, so the most of the higher probability setups happen after. Okay, so what happened, right? So if you look closely, you will see that Nasdaq took this high, right? And ES didn't, right? In where? In a daily bearish fair value gap. Okay, so this is good information for us, right? So the turtle soup entry is here, right? So we took this high, we closed under this advanced order block, yada yada. Okay, but I'm not about this life. Okay, so I wait for two things. Number one, CISD, close under this bullish candle open, right? Or number two, my breaker, close under this. Okay, so here is my CISD, here is my limits, here is my 2R, right? And I'm setting and forgetting this trade. I'm not going break even. I'm not trying to take partials. I'm not doing any of that. All right. Don't make that ruin your maths. All right. So the statistics will give you a good win rate doing this, okay? Don't ruin the mathematics by taking partials or doing some weird stuff, okay? So we have our CISD. Now, the best trade, right, you can take is by taking it with the asset that didn't take the high, right? So this asset will give you hard time to give you your 2R, and this one will give it to you very fast, okay? So let's take, you can take a trade on bot if you want, okay? So this is our CISD, we close under, we sell, okay? And you can wait for a retest of the CISD because they usually retest it, okay? This is our 2R, okay? All right, so we got filled, right, with NASDAQ. ES, we still didn't get a fill. Now look closely, with the asset that took the high, it will give you a hard time, and the retracements will be aggressive, okay? They will scare you off. So don't go break even, especially with the asset that didn't, okay? Now, let's see, all right? So, look at this. We have another SMT, okay? We have another SMT, and why? Because ES needed to retest the CISD, okay? So this is why this happened, right? But when you see it, and let's say that you missed this first trade, okay? So this is another trade for you, okay? So the moment we close here, another CISD, yeah, you can actually pyramid in and add to your trades, okay? Just take another 2R, right? Take another 2R, and here as well, okay? So this is the CISD here. You can add and take trades because market is tipping its hand, all right? Let's try and take another 2R, right? Now, let's see if we get a fill, all right? We get a fill. And remember again, because here, NASDAQ showed that it's the weakest asset going down. So look at this retracement. ES just filled us in and went almost without scaring us. And look at NASDAQ. It went almost to stop loss, all right? Look at this, okay? Now, first trade, we hit TP, right? For both assets. Second trade, TP hit as well, okay? Same stuff, same stuff. Now, you can do this. So you can see that we are bearish, and you can just look for highs and look for a asset to take a high, especially if we have in a higher time frame fair value gap, and you can get trades like that, okay? So this is Wednesday, right? Okay, let's try Thursday. Okay, let's go to Thursday. Where is Thursday? This is Thursday. Okay, it was beautiful as well. Same thing, over and over. Okay, so market open 9:30. Here you go. Okay. So have market open, right? This is market open 9:30. Okay. So we wait for a SMT to happen. Okay. So no SMT yet. Okay. But if you can see, now the buys for the day, let me tell you we are bearish. Why? Because we were in a bearish retracement and price inverted all of these bullish fair value gaps. So this was for me a retracement just to go back again, okay? To continue the move that happened on Wednesday as well, right? So I'm not getting faked out by a move at 9:30, and my sweet spot is something that will happen at 9:45. Did we have news at 10 this day? No. Okay, cool. Let's play. Okay? So we had this bearish SMT here, right? CISD to give some points, right? But this is not a trade I took, okay? So here price went, okay? Now this is my sweet spot, okay? So I missed the real move or the market open move, okay? And this is my sweet spot, okay? So what happened is we took yesterday's high, low. So we took previous day low here, right? We did the SMT, right? If you watch closely, okay? Now what? If we close above this fair value gap here, not fair value gap, but say ESD here, right? You can take a trade. But the problem here is we have this bearish fair value gap here. So if we can invert it first, it will be great. So I was worried about this fair value gap, to be honest, right? I wanted this CISD to close above it and then we retest, okay? Which is what actually happened, right? So this was actually very beautiful, and I waited for my retest here, okay? What happened was price actually never reached back to the CISD, right? So let me draw it back. So this is our CISD, right? So what happened is I was waiting for this price here, right? But then I saw something that happened against me, right? So this is really algorithmic and it will happen every time, okay? So look at this, okay? This is a hidden SMT, all right? So we have this fair value gap that was here, okay? And this one, okay? So you were waiting for your entry here, right? But what you saw is price closing again here, right? Okay? And then if you look closely, you will see that we have SMT, right? So price here took this candle's low, right? While never took it here, okay? So this is a scalp, right? So this is my CISD entry here. And look at how price is precise and wants always to take this CISD, which was also a unicorn, okay? Now, not a real unicorn per se, because we didn't have a lower low breaker, but that's a good or high quality mitigation block entry, okay? So, entry to R, and we Gucci, okay? Let's see, right? So we got tagged in here, and TP, okay? So that's cool, right? That's cool. So now what happened here again? Now this was the first trade, okay? And this was another missed trade, right? Now what happened, and this was like the easiest trade ever, another beasting. Okay, so we have these highs, right? ES took the highs, Nasdaq didn't. Okay, cool. So what do we wait for? Okay, so we have this high, we take it, we wait for a change in state of delivery here. Same thing, over and over, right? Or a breaker. Higher probability, a breaker with unicorn. And at this time, if this is a unicorn, this will be also a BPR. Okay? Alright, so we have this breaker with unicorn slash BPR, right? So if you are seeking precision, you know for sure that price will tag this price and will not get over it by much, at least. Okay? But just put your stop loss above the SMT high. Take your 2R, right? Or you're not seeking precision, okay? You are only taking your CISD entry. Want your 2R. Or you are taking the breaker aggressively. Okay, so the aggressive breaker entry is here, right? And where is the 2R? Here, okay? So let's see what happened. So our entry here got tagged. All of entries are tagged in. First entry gave TP here, right? So we have this small retracement. Okay, don't get scared by it. And if you find another beasting, go for it. Or if you see this beasting forming against you, if you have the right, if we see ASD here, just close your trade because it will go for your stop loss, okay? So here, they never closed, and if you can see, they inverse this fair value gaps, okay? So if you wanted to close here, at least I can understand it, right? But this is why I don't take the IFVGs with SMT anymore as my beasting, and I wait for at least the CISD, okay? But yeah, we were clearly bearish here, right? So this is a higher time frame SMT because this high belong to at least the 15 minute. So a 1 minute SMT will not take that higher time frame SMT, right? Okay, so TP hit for the other trade as well, okay? And you can also always watch for possible continuations, right? So nothing happened as of yet, but yeah, you got the idea, okay? Right. Let's go to another day, okay? Because this thing happens almost always, right? Almost always. And this week actually was the hardest week, okay? Just for you to know, right? So this week was the hardest week, but it still worked like the charm, right? Okay, so where is Monday? Where's Monday? Here? Okay, let's go to Monday. So where is market open? Here. Okay, cool. Okay. So I remember this very well. Okay, so this is the day that I lost a trade, right? Yeah. I lost a trade in my biggest accounts that I copy trade, but I took it on, but I took a next trade on an eval. All right. And by the way, I passed that eval with my funded futures. I'm trying them out now because I'm not scalping small points anymore. So they might work just fine with my new system, okay? So let me show you. So at market open, right, I saw this fair value gap and I was like really stupid on the M5 here. So I saw that Nasdaq is like very loose, right? And it created a fair value gap here. So I entered this short here like that with another model, to be honest, and I put my stop above this high. Target was last week high, so it was a 5-hour trade, right? So they just took my stop loss, right? And I was not trading the BEESTING that day. I don't know why. Sometimes I have my moments, right? Okay, so the retrade here, right? You can see, look at this. Okay, I just needed to wait for my sweet spot actually, right? So 9:45 to 10:10, right? So I just needed to wait for my spot. Okay, so we took this internal high. So this is now my CISD, close under here, right? Price closed. Entry here. Target whatever, or just our system, okay? They tag me in and my 2R was given, okay? You can take it also with the SMT as well. You can take 2 trades if you're not, or if you're afraid one ticker will take your high and the other will not, right? So if you're afraid of another SMT of the SMT, or you just, when they bot give the CSD, you don't be afraid, all right? Don't be afraid. So this was very beautiful, and too bad because I was gonna make a good chunk of money with all my accounts, right? Because price just melted, kept melting. It was beautiful, and this day was the creation of that daily fair value gap that we traded on Wednesday. So price kept melting, okay? And actually, didn't even give another chance. Or here, yeah, I didn't see that. So this is a BEESTING here, right? So you have this high here. ES took this high, so we took this high. Nasdaq never took it, right? So this is a beautiful continuation. Let's try it. Don't remember what happened, to be honest. Let's try it mechanically, right? Okay, so they tag us in, right? Yeah, it will not work because they already changed the state of delivery here. So this is a change in state of delivery. Yep. So I think we had a hourly low that we just taken. Where's the price? Something happening here. Daily. Let's see. Because I remember this, yeah. We took this 4-hour low. It was a 4-hour low, right? That was my actual take profit for that day. Not that low. I think it was another low. Anyway. But you can see the change in state of delivery, the fill should have been sooner, right? Don't let price go against you. Like you can see that price is moving, we're moving in these measurements, right? So here, right? So the CSD entry should have been here to give that same move that happened before, right? So when the move already happened, don't try to catch the CSD again, right? And if you took it, it should have been a scalp, right? Oh, I see. Yeah. So this is another beasting that happened against you, right? It tipped its hand, right? So the moment they say ESD, should have closed their trade, okay? So could have taken this trade. Let's take this one mechanically. Again, let's say we lost 2R, 1R here, okay? We took this, lost 1R. Next one, 2Rs, okay? Don't tell me it's another loss. Yep, for sure. Yep, this was another loss, right? Why? Because you're trading without having any narrative, okay? And it was again another beasting against us, okay? But anyway, you get the idea, guys. You get the idea. This is not even the model I'm teaching, right? So this is just logic of the beasting. And if you use it well with the open and this sweet spot, this is where I like it very much, okay? Trading patterns is no bueno, okay? Now let's go to the next day. So let's do 1 hour. Go to Tuesday. Come on, it's Tuesday. So this is 1 minute. Two as well. So Tuesday, where is Tuesday? Okay. Now this is a good lesson for you guys because we had news at 10, right? And most of the ICT traders I know took this loss, right? Because they don't know about the rule of when we have news at 10, we don't take any trades before it, okay? So again, we were at our spot. If you can see, I still have the 10-hour line. Can I? Oh, so that's a new decrease. No, that's from the indicator. Okay, cool. That's why I love this indicator. It will give you this line and you're not forgetting about it, okay? So, if you can look closely, right? What happened, right? So we have this SMT. This SMT happened at our sweet spot. So we are 950 here, right? So we had this SMT that happened, okay? And everybody took it on ES because it gave this change in state of delivery here, right? And it was the ticker that didn't take the high, okay? So they took the shorts, right? And went for 2R, okay? Now, when news are in, you wait for news, okay? Now, news happened and this was the actual manipulation and this was the actual change in state of delivery, okay? So, here you go. You're filled in. Now here, you're filled in on ES as well. Don't be afraid because this is the open, right? Your 2Rs are here. And this is the only trade you take for the actual day. You just take this trade and it's there almost every day and do something else. Please, just do something else. Because you can see that other beestings that we took, just pattern took here, none of them give the win rate. So they will kill your win rate, while this is high probability because that's how, I don't know, maybe the traders at New York or Wall Street like to manipulate this way, okay? So this is a trade you will always find, or you can backtest it more than a week. But I think we had a win almost every day this week, okay? So I hope this video was insightful. Yeah, and I wish you guys lots of success. And if you have more questions, feel free to ask in the Discord, okay? So, or you can also ask in the comments in this video. I read all the comments, I read all the messages in Discord. So I will make sure to answer your questions in other videos, okay? All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Slama, bye bye, ciao ciao. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any futures update. And if you want to dive deeper into the moneymaker setup, check out the playlist that will pop up in the end screen. It's packed with everything you need to get started. Remember, everything I do is free, including our thriving Discord community. Join us and let's keep growing together. Ciao ciao.